I've got to say, out of the 4 Linescape decks that I've got, this is by far the most beautiful of them all. It's almost like they've been on a journey with Linescape and they've now reached perfection. Hey my ducks, it's Simon here. Welcome back to the Hermit's Cave. It's been a while. I don't think I've done a pre-recorded video for over a week. I think the last one that I did was when I received the fabulous, can we just, Earth Magic Tarot. Absolutely love it. It's out on my desk. I've been using it every day. Love it. The reason why I've come today is because I've taken a delivery from the team over at Destiny. There is a little bit of a story here. So, as you know, I do review decks for Destiny, and usually when I agree to review decks, the creator will tell me what they want to send, and I look at the deck, and if I feel that I can do justice to a review, then I will happily do a review. I don't review decks if I don't think I'm going to give a fair one, just because it's not my style or taste. I don't think, you know, for me, it's like casting pearls before swine. I want that person who's put their blood, sweat and tears and years of their life really into creating a deck to get the best possible exposure. So I will have a look and I will review them if I feel it's something that I can give a fair review to. Now with Destiny, let's get the sellotape. I know the quality of their decks. I know what I'm getting. So I've kind of had this agreement in place where, you know, I will, unless it's something completely out of the ordinary, I will review decks for them, and they send them to me, and Mate will often say, Mate Horror Number is the main person that I deal with from Destiny, and this is what I've agreed to review, which is the next edition of the Linescape Tarot, and I've got 3 editions of that now, from the very first one to the next generation to Evolution. This is the gold edition, Evolution gold edition. So we'll do a bit of a comparison. But Mate told me that it was on its way, but then he also said that he wanted to send me the Golden Journey Tarot, which had been very successful on Kickstarter. So I thought, well, I've not heard of the Golden Journey Tarot, so let's do some investigating and let's take a look. And I did exactly that. And this is the pocket version. And I realised that it was an AI deck. Now, I have spoken about AI, particularly when it comes to art. My views on AI, which I will explain briefly here. And, you know, in the main, it's, from what I understand, and I've read into it and I've looked at it and I've listened to artists, and I know there's a bit of a campaign in the UK about, you know, trying to stop AI produced artwork. The way as I understand it from the research that I've done, the way AI works is that, you know, you can put certain keywords into an application and it will generate an image based on those keywords, okay? However, for that image to be generated, it has to take from a bank of artist work. That's my understanding. And the argument is that that artist, wherever that's come from, has not given permission for their art to be used, and nor do they get any sort of financial recompense for that. So I've always been sort of like, AI decks isn't my thing. Now, I explained this to mate, you know, and I said, look, I didn't know you were sending me the Golden Journey tarot, and you know, I do have feelings about AI decks, and I know there's a lot of, particularly in the UK, I can't talk about other countries, but there's a lot of, you know, negativity around them. And he was great. He said, look, you don't need to show them. Just enjoy them. You don't need to show them. He said, I do want you to kind of at least have a look at the Golden Journey Luxury Edition. So there is, this is the Kickstarter, as you can see here, Golden Journey, and then there is the mini deck. And, you know, the artwork does look incredible. But then there's the Golden Journey Luxury Edition, which I think has lightened the images somewhat. So he said, you don't need to show them. Because he sent me 3 decks, I think the fairest thing to do in this situation is to link below this deck to the shop, so you can make your own decision. And if I can find somebody else that's done a review, I will link that. Okay, I think that's only fair, because, you know, he's sent me this, and this, you know, isn't cheap. Okay, so that's that reason, and that's the Golden Journey Tarot. So I'm really interested in having a look at this new version of the Linescape Tarot, which is fast become one of those decks that I really have appreciated. When they sent me the location Spirit of Place, I kind of put the Linescape to one side, because I thought, well, this is kind of like the Linescape, but it's evolved a little bit. So the idea of the Linescape is, I mean, look how beautiful these backs are, is you get an image like the Fool, and then you've got this kind of almost holographic, but it's got cold stamping on it, and this one is kind of like in that rainbow effect. So there's that version, which was the what was it called? Like Evolution. That was the Evolution. This was the first ever version, which was in this tuck box. I believe this was the first version. It could have even been actually, no, it would be this one, because this one's next generation. So this was the first one with this beautiful gilding. Does this one have gilding? Yeah, this has more of a speckled effect. And you can see same background, but this had just white lines on it. And then we had the next generation, okay, which had a different background, but it had this, again, this same sort of metallic rainbow effect here. So those were the 3 versions that I'd got. So this one is Linescape Tarot, and it's the Evolution Gold. So I would imagine that if this one is Evolution, I would imagine that it's a similar sort of setup, but instead of silver, perhaps gold, but I'm surmising. So we will have a look. I don't know how many versions are available. They tend to have a limited number, and then when they're gone, they'll bring out different editions. So this is 85 tarot cards, Evolution Gold. It is in the 2-part box, like the Evolution, so you can see the difference there. And they do have these lovely sturdy boxes. I'm just going to move these to one side, and I think I'll bring the camera down a little bit so we can have a closer look. Okay, so as I said, lovely two-part box. What I like about this, we've got this kind of autumnal feel here, and if this is the gold edition, sorry, there's a bit of a shadow being cast, so I'm going to move it this way a little bit. You know, the golden edition kind of does, the colour gold always reminds me of kind of like autumnal feel anyway. What's on this edition? This one had 81 cards, we've now got 85. Yeah, so we've got almost like a wintry scene here. So I like the fact that it's kind of representing the change of the seasons as well. Because if you do collect the Linescape Tarot, then, you know, and you like both versions, you can switch them up. Oh wow, look at this. This is beautiful. So this version, wow. This was the previous. And then we've got this one, look at that. Cardstock is always amazing from decks to me. Really beautiful backs of these kind of autumnal leaves, gorgeous. The sides are, so similar vein here, whereas this one has this mottled silver with rainbow colours for the evolution. This one is the same kind of mottled metallic effect with the rainbow colours as well, but it's got this nice gold coloration. Oh, just stunning. So, oh wow, I don't know how many's left because this is 927 of 1,000 and they usually do 1,000. So there's the certificate of authenticity there, Evolution Gold, January 2023. And it's got Mate and Singh as the creators. We have the spare cards. These make wonderful bookmarks at the front and back usually, yeah. Which is kind of in keeping with the kind of decks from yesteryear, where they would protect them by having blank cards. Okay, so it's exactly as I thought it would be, in as much as we've got the two different styles here. I don't know how clearly this will show on camera, but this one here in the Evolution has the metallic in silver, and this one has the metallic in gold. The difference being this is pure gold, whereas this silver has also the kind of rainbow holographic effect, as you can see here, the metallic gold and then the metallic silver. I don't want to get these mixed up. I don't think I'm going to get them mixed up. I had to sit and put them in order before I came on. So it's beautiful. I'm not going to show them all side by side, but there's something really lovely about the gold actually against these kind of backgrounds, because whilst these are nice, you know, they're beautiful, this gold against this kind of field of barley and it's just really nice. And similarly, when we was looking at, you know, the warm colour tones here as well with our Magician card, really, really gorgeous. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to pop them back for a second. I've missed out my High Priestess. Is we're going to have a walkthrough. I'll let you see these images set to some nice music. Okay, so there you have it. I've got to say, out of the 4 Linescape decks that I've got, this is by far the most beautiful of them all. It's almost like they've been on a journey with Linescape and they've now reached perfection. It's just, I love the warmth of the colours, and the fact that the gold really complements them. There was a couple of cards in particularly when we get, I mean, just look at the King of Swords. How stunning is that? The cardstock is exceptional. Their cardstock, Dexter's cardstock, I can't fault. It is absolutely beautiful. It's just the right thickness. It's lovely, soft matte. And they just put 110% into the design of their products. I cannot, you know, praise them any more than I do, because I just think this is the standard, really. This is the standard that I think we come to expect. I particularly love the additional cards in this. So we've got the Happy Squirrel, just trying to make sure I'm not getting too many shadows on the cards. We've got the Happy Squirrel card. We've got these two squirrels just gleefully and joyfully enjoying the rainbows and the outdoors. I can't quite make out what that said. I think it says something like, at first I thought it was perhaps, I don't know if anybody else can make that out. I can't, but you've got somebody meditating here with what looks like a little cat on the lap, which is beautiful. And then we have seasonal cards. So we have autumn, spring. Look at the two little cats there at the bottom on the spring card. We have summer, and then we have winter with these kind of festive decorations here. So they're really, really beautiful cards. It's a stunning deck, absolutely stunning deck. It's a nice thick deck. It feels great in the hand. And it's just, like I say, with these kind of warm colours, the gold, just, I don't know, it's perfection. I loved the other Line Strider decks. They got better and better with them. But sometimes when you got warm backgrounds like this, having the kind of silver or white was a little bit stark. But these just, I mean, I love gold anyway. I prefer gold over silver. Particularly with jewellery, I can't wear gold, so I always can't wear silver, so I've always wore gold. But yeah, so there you have it. That is the Linescape Tarot Evolution in Gold. Thanks for watching, everybody, and until next time, go in peace. Namaste and blessed be.